that if you ask the vast majority of Americans what they love most about their country, their answer will be freedom. Freedom. They love freedom. And they certainly believe themselves to be the most free people in the world. I mean, recently Elon Musk has been going on about the First Amendment and freedom of speech on Twitter, at the same time as they're going about trying to ban TikTok. And I often wonder what they mean by freedom, because from my perspective, America is one of the least free countries in the world. I mean, if you think about freedom of association, but they shut down protests. We've just had to look at what's happened on the Columbia campus in New York. The repression of trade unions. There's no genuine freedom of association. Freedom of religion? Not if the vast majority of fundamental Christians had anything to say about it. I mean, they're openly saying that America was founded as a Christian nation, which we know from the founding fathers is absolute bullshit, but it's a narrative they believe. So there's not even freedom, at least for women, to make the choice about what happens to their bodies. And the second thing that they'll say, as both being a tenet of the United States, but also the value they bring to the world, is democracy. But is a two-party hegemony that the best they can do is put up a pair of geriatric genocide supporters, one of whom is clearly a criminal and the other of whom is going senile, and currently happily supporting a genocide and ethnic cleansing in Palestine. How is that a choice? That's not real democracy. And certainly the way in which their elections are conducted and the attitude they have to their elections indicates that they don't even believe it's democratic. When a significant proportion of the country thinks that the 2020 election was stolen, where most of us believed that America gave us moral leadership in the world, stood up against autocracies and promoted freedom. But again, we all know that's bullshit now. Where since the end of the Cold War, their support for autocratic, strongman, militaristic leaders in other countries has been exposed. CIA coups that supplant genuinely democratic leaders with awful people who immediately shut down whatever democracy existed prior to them being put in power by the United States. So I don't think any of us believe that there's moral leadership from them anymore.